get going here in a minute. Just get Dexter's ponytail holder. This is very important yoga business. There we go. Okay, we'll get going here in about 30 seconds. Hope you can hear me okay. Just checking for Adrian to make sure she can hear me. We don't need anything today besides our mats. If you want for Shavasana at the end, you can have, since you're in the comfort of your own homes, you can have a blanket or a pillow. Sometimes it feels good to either cover up with the blanket or to use it under your head as a pillow or under the backs of your knees when you lie down to be gentler on your low back. Adrian says, sounds good. Turn my music down just a bit here. And all right, we will get going. Hey, guess what? It's a snowy day and we are all stuck at home. So let's start off in child's pose. And Jane, if you're listening, this one's for you. Dexter, seriously though. And I need you to move. I love you. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to yoga. My name is Myra. We're going to start off in child's pose today. So come to your mats, big toes together. You can widen the knees apart. This is going to work the hips more. If you want, you can bring the knees together and let the belly drape over the thighs. This is a little bit more restorative and more for the low back. So if your knees are together, we'll reach around and hold the bottoms of the feet. If your knees are apart, you can stretch the arms forward. No matter where you are, try to bring your forehead to contact with something, either the mat, or you can bend elbows, stack hands underneath the forehead. And we'll just stay here and breathe for a few rounds. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. I'll guide you through this breathing. We're going to settle down in here. And the way that we do that is by inhaling to a count of 2 and exhaling to a count of 4. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. On your next inhale, we'll lift the head and chest. Walk the hands over to the left. Reach away with those right fingertips. You can even stay on the right fingertips and then press your right seat back down towards the right heel. So really stretching and reaching through the right side of the body. Breathe deeply along the ribs. You might feel this in your right armpit, maybe even in the right tricep. Breathe deeply here and then walk the hands back through center, and we'll walk over to the right, this time reaching away with the left fingertips, feeding that left hip back down towards the left heel. Walk the hands back through center. Exhale, press the hips back. Reach the fingertips forward, gaze can come forward. Inhale, roll up, tabletop. Wrists are going to be under the shoulders here and knees under hips. You can root down through the tops of the feet. If it feels better, you can tuck the toes under. Root down through the base of your first finger and your thumb. And as you exhale, drop the tailbone under, round the spine. Let the head and neck drop. And as you inhale, lift up through the tailbone. Roll up the spine, draw the chest between the arms. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop and release. Exhale, round. Keep moving here. Inhale, release. And we'll do one more like that. Really bring the rounding into the upper and the lower spine. As you exhale and as you inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Walk the hands forward of the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a bend in both knees. Swoop your tailbone up to the sky. Feel that lengthen the hamstrings. And straighten the knees back out. Bend the left knee and lower the right heel. And then bend the right knee and lower the left heel. Switching side to side here. Bending one knee and straightening the opposite knee and lowering the opposite heel.
bend and press, bend and press, all the while keeping that tailbone rolled up to the sky, keeping the ears between the biceps and lengthening through the front and the back side of the body. Nice and slow here. After the next time your left heel is down, we're going to lower both heels down. And as you inhale, roll through the tailbone up the spine out to a high plank. Nice and slow. Find wrists under shoulders. You can wiggle the toes forward or back to get those joints stacked here. And as you exhale, lift up through the tailbone, press up and away. Downward facing dog, lower the heels. Inhale, roll up the spine, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Do one more like that. Inhale, roll forward, lower to knees, lower all the way down. Exhale. Pull your elbows back by your sides, hands stay by the chest, press through the palms. Inhale, lift up cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Press into the tops of the feet and the palms of the hands and the hips down into the mat as you lift. Inhale and exhale, lower. Keep moving through this. Elbows stay back by the sides. Move with your own breath. I'll cue you of what to press down here. Again, heels of the hands, tops of the feet, and hips press down. As you exhale, release the belly down the mat. Keep those elbows close to your sides and release the shoulder blades down the back. One more like this. Inhale, press up, open the collarbones, open the chest. Exhale, lower down and then tuck the toes. Press up to knees. Press the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. Nice and slow, one at a time. Scoop that tailbone up and away. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, press the hips up and back. Inhale, roll forward, last one here. Exhale the hips up and back, downward facing dog, pedal the heels one more time, left and right, and one more like that. Stretching through the calves, warming up through the legs, bring your gaze to the top of the mat, walk your feet up to your hands at the top of the mat, and we'll come into our first forward fold of the day. So in forward fold, we can have a deeper bend in the knees, or you can straighten the legs a little more, but just keep that soft bend in the knees. Either way to keep the knees from not locking out. You can hold opposite elbows here and sway side to side. We shake our head yes and no to release the neck. Inhale and exhale nice and slow. Bend into both knees, release your hands. Walk the hands up the thighs, all the way up to stand. And we'll come into mountain pose. So bend each knee. The feet will land hips distance apart. Remember, hips are not our outer thighs. They're straight down from our sit bones. So bend each knee. Your foot should land naturally, hips distance apart. Lift all 10 toes. That'll activate our arches. Gently lower the toes, but keep the arches active. Lift your thighs up off your knees. Soften through the glutes. Pull your ribs back to stack over the hips. Big shoulder roll up, back and down, letting the shoulder blades descend down the back. Palms come forward. Lift up through the crown of the head, but soften the shoulders. Here's our mountain pose. Reestablish that foundation of the four corners of your feet down into the mat, just feeling the feet root down. Keep your focus on that foundation as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to the left. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, reach up. Keep the hips pressing forward, moving with your own breath. Lengthening the fingertips away from each other, really lengthening that wingspan as you twist. We'll do one more time each side. Feel that foundation of the feet. I'm going to come into a little forward fold flow here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reach up and then exhale, forward fold. Hello, Alice. Press your hands into your shins or to the floor. Inhale to a flat back. We're going to hold here. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Shoulder blades move down the spine. We tuck our chin, lengthen crown of the head all the way to tailbone. Pull your belly up and in. As you exhale, we're going to release the belly as far down the thighs as we can. Crown of the head releases last. Shake yes and no. We'll move through that a few more times. Press your shins or the floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release your belly down, your thighs fold. And 3 more times like that. Inhale and exhale. Moving with your breath here. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, release your belly, feeling that additional stretch in the hamstrings when we release the belly down the thighs. One more, inhale. And exhale, bend into both knees. Inhale, reach up to stand. Exhale, crescent bend to the left. Inhale, reach up through center. Exhale, crescent bend right. Inhale, reach up. Your hands can be together for more core work, or we can press into that side as we lean that direction. Or you can slide your hand down the leg. We'll do one more time each side, and we'll come into our first sun salutation. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. Next time we inhale, reach, we're going to exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, find that flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Find our runner's lunge here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist over the right thigh. Reach the right arm up. With each exhale, turning the barrel of your chest towards the right leg. Gaze down, right hand down. Slide your right foot back next to the left. Lower to knees, lower all the way down. Exhale, inhale, press up one cobra, chest open. Exhale, lower the chest, tuck your toes, press up to knees, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot up between the hands. Find that runner's lunge. Inhale. And exhale, twist over the left thigh. Reach that left arm up. Gaze down, left hand down. Slide your left foot back. Lower to knees, lower all the way down. Exhale, inhale, pull your chest forward and through. Cobra pose, press the hips down. Exhale, lower the chest, press up to knees. Press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. Gaze to the top of the mat. Walk or step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up to stand. Exhale, crescent bend left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, crescent bend right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Find that runner's lunge with left knee over left ankle. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist left, reach the left arm up. Gaze down, left hand down, slide your left foot next to your right. You can lower all the way down or shift your shoulders past your wrists here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or maybe press to up dog, tops of the feet, palms of the hands. Exhale, the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe. And on your next exhale, we'll step the right foot between the hands, lift the hips, create space, step that right foot through. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist over the right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand, slide your right foot back. Lower down all the way, or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bring your gaze to the top of the mat. Walk or step or even hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend both knees. Inhale, reach up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Widen the feet outside the hips and bring the hands back behind you. Clasp knuckles here. Clasp fingers. Draw the knuckles down. Opening the front of the chest. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Shoulder opener. Take a bend in your knees here. We'll turn the head side to side. If this is too trippy balance-wise, you can release the arms. You don't have to take that head turn. You choose. Bend the elbows, release the hands, root down through the feet, and reach up to stand. Inhale. Exhale the hands back behind you. Opposite thumb on top this time. Draw the knuckles down. Open the chest. Feel those shoulders roll back and open. Exhale, forward fold. Shoulder opener. Bend in the knees. Turn the head left and right. Back through center. Bend the elbows. Release the hands. Inhale, reach all the way up. Maybe a back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend each knee. Let the feet land where they will. Find that mountain pose. Shoulder roll up, back and down. Lift up through the crown of the head. Let the shoulder blades release down the back. Take a breath here. You can even let the eyes fall closed. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of the mat. We'll find our high plank. shoulders over wrists, and then exhale the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. Shift your weight to your left foot. Inhale, reach that right leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Lift the hips, create space, maybe even come to the right fingertips and step the right foot through. You can always help it forward with your right hand. Find our runner's lunge. We pull forward with the right shin, draw back into your left heel to lengthen our stance of our legs. As you exhale, straighten the right leg back. Shift your weight back to your left foot and fold forward. Pyramid pose. We'll take this forward and back a few times. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Runner's lunge. Exhale, sink back pyramid. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Fold forward. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. And then bend into the right knee. Lower the left hand. The left knee. Keep the left hand where it is. Twist over the right thigh. Right hand reaches up here. Then our gaze comes down. Right hand comes to the right thigh. Reach your left arm forward. Then reach your right arm forward. Tuck the left toes. Come off the left knee. And we're in our high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Torso up. Hands to the hips here. Straighten through the right leg. Turn towards the long edge of your mat. We're going to come into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, press the hips back. Hands come down in line with the feet. Compress the mat in the direction the fingers and toes are facing. Shake the head, yes and no. Draw your shins in towards each other. Bend into both knees. Walk those hands in front. We'll come into Skandasana. Lots of options here. So it's kind of like a side lunge here. Walk the hands to the left foot. Straighten the right leg. And then we'll walk back towards the right leg. Straighten that left leg. So again, lots of options here. You can stay higher up and just take this up and down, side to side. This is going to stretch the inner thigh of that straight leg. If you want to stay down a little bit lower, you can bend and even bring your seat down to your heel of that bent knee leg. Walk the hands and bend. Take this as slow as you want to go here, side to side. Or if you want a little bit more work to keep those legs up, you can stay low and keep the hands at heart center and just kind of slide side to side. A little bit of stretch, a little bit of strength. Keep moving here. And then we'll come back to center, bend into both knees, come up to stand. Turn the toes out to about 45 degrees. Hands to the outer thighs here. Press your thighs into your hands as you bend the knees. We want the knees to track out over the toes. Nice wide legs here, stretching the inner thighs. Also activating the glutes here. The more we drive those knees out, tendency here is for the back to arch around forward. So we pull the ribs over the hips. Elbows come back and down behind you in cactus arms, goddess pose. Nice strong posture here. What else would you expect from goddess? Arms stretch out to the side, zip up through the inner thighs, come up to stand. Turn your left foot to the long edge of the mat. Turn your right toes so they face forward. Exhale, reach forward with the right hand and then down to the right shin or to the floor. Triangle pose, lift that left arm, pull your left shoulder back so that it's stacked over the right, and then try to lengthen that right side body in triangle pose. Remember, if your right hand is on your right shin, press your shin into the hand so that it softens the right knee and we're not locking it out. Bring your gaze down, bend into the right knee, land your left hand, bring your right hand outside your right foot. Sweep that right leg up and back, 3-leg dog, and exhale, lower down, pedal the heels. When you're ready, shifting your weight to your right foot, inhale, reach that left leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose, lift the hips, create space, maybe come to the left fingertips, step the left foot through. We'll find that runner's lunge. Feel a difference in your sides here, especially if you were tight at all. You might notice this side doesn't feel as fluid as the other that we just stretched out. We'll get there. When you're ready, exhale, straighten the left leg, fold forward. Inhale, bend the left knee, lift the chest, runner's lunge. I like to stay on my fingertips here. You can come down to palms of the hands. You can walk the hands back a little more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Do one more each way. And then bend into the left knee.
Land the right knee, keep the right hand where it is, twist over the left thigh. And we're in our lunge with a low twist here. Turning your chest towards the left. Bring our gaze down, bring your left hand down, turn your chest back to the top of the mat now. Reach your right arm forward, reach your left arm forward. When you're ready, tuck the right toes, come off the right knee. We're in our high lunge here, diagonal lunge. Then we lift the torso to stack over the hips. High lunge. Hands come to the hips, straighten through the left leg, turn to face the long edge of the mat. I'll turn to face you. You stay where you are. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come down into that wide leg forward fold. Breathe deeply here. And shake your head yes and no if you like to release your neck. Especially if you feel like you hold tension there or if you hunch your shoulders. We'll walk the hands up, bend into the knees. And remember, side to side here for Skandasana. If you want to try something different than you tried round one, maybe coming a little lower, maybe staying a little bit higher to get wherever you'd like, maybe pausing if something feels good. Maybe this time we try sliding it, a little bit more strength, or maybe you come up and down, a little bit more gentle. You decide what's right. Reevaluating here. And when you're ready, we'll come back through center, bend into both knees, hands to the hips, come up to stand, turn the toes out to about 45 degrees. Remember, bend the knees wide over the feet. Press the knees out as far as you can. Feel those glutes activate here to hold us in place. Elbows back and down. You feel like you're arching forward, pull the chest back. When you pull the chest back, the knees tend to cave, so drive the knees out. Lots of opposing forces here, finding our strength, maybe sinking down a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready, arms stretch out, zip up through the inner thighs to come up to stand. Left foot faces the top edge of the mat. Right toes face the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, reach forward as you kick your right hip back. And then come down, left hand to left shin or to the floor. Reach that right arm up, triangle pose. Lengthen your left side body here. Pull your right shoulder back as if the whole back side of your body could be pressed on the same plane. Right now, can be pressed up against a wall. Bring your gaze down, bend into the left knee. Land your right hand, turn on the ball of the right foot. Sweep that left leg up and back, three-leg dog. And exhale, release. Pedal the heels, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, we're going to step the left foot about halfway up the mat. Pivot both heels down. So you're going to turn to the left, right hand stays down. Reach that left arm up. This is a version of a modified side plank. Left arm then comes alongside the ear. Stretch through the left side of the body. Gaze down. Lower the left hand. Turn both feet to face the top edge. Three-leg dog with the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Lift the hips. Step the left foot through. Lower the right knee. Walker sweep the arms up. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, elbows back and down. Open the chest. Inhale, reach up, low lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. Opening your chest here. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Tuck the toes of the right foot, come off the right knee. And then walker sweep the arms up. Hello, Alice. High lunge. When you're ready, pivot that right heel down, turn to the right. Warrior two. In warrior two, our torso stacks over our hips. We tend to reach forward. So let's focus on what's behind us here. Pull back into that right hand. Open the left knee. Flip both palms. As you straighten the left leg, inhale, reach up with the arms. As you exhale, palms come down, sink down, press the armpits towards the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend and sink. Do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale, hold here. Lift that left arm as you reach forward, and then lower the left hand inside the left foot, or you can bring forearm to thigh, and we'll come into side angle, rotating the barrel of your chest to the right, breathing into the right side body. Come back up through warrior two. Reach that left arm up and back, turn the right thumb down, reach around behind you. You can hold that left hip as you reach up and over with the left arm. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Turn on the ball of the right foot. Slide that left foot back. One leg plank. As you exhale, bring the knee into your forehead. Hollow out the belly. Lift the hips. Slide the left foot back. One leg plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, slide it back. One more like that. Exhale. Inhale, slide it back. Lower the left foot. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Come into our forward fold. Shake the head yes and no. This is challenging. We're going to take a chair pose. Wiggle the big toes to touch. Leave a space in the heels. Sink your weight into your heels. This is power chair, so we want our chest to stay close to the thighs and the arms to reach forward, lengthening crown of the head to tailbone, just like we did in that halfway lift. We're not here very long. Straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Shake your head yes and no. Walk your hands back out to the top of the mat. High plank, and then walk or step or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up. Maybe a back bend here. Let's stretch the body. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back. Find that high plank, and then exhale, up and back. Downward facing dog, pedal your heels. We're gonna do everything on the other side. So when you're ready, we'll step, reach that right leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, step your right foot about halfway up the mat. Spin both heels to the left, turn to the right. Reach the right arm up. Modified plank on the other side. Let the right arm drop alongside the ear. Press your hips up away from the mat. Gaze down, right hand down, turn both feet to face the top edge. Inhale, right leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose, lift the hips, create space, step your right foot through. Lower the left knee. We're in our low lunge. Walk or sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, the elbows back and down. Open the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift the chest towards the sky. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Tuck the left toes, come off the left knee. Walk or sweep those arms up. And we're in high lunge. When you're ready, we spin the left heel down, turn the chest to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Warrior 2, keep that right knee nice and open. You can see your right big toe the whole time. When you're ready to flip both palms, inhale, reach up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, sink down, bend into the right knee, but remember, inhale, reach. As you sink down, try not to lean forward. We pull the torso back. Inhale, reach, so that it's stacked over our hips. Hold here in Warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, reach forward and up with that right hand. Forearm to thigh or hand to floor. Left arm alongside the ear. Spin your left pinky down, making room in your left shoulder. Turning your chest towards the left. Back through Warrior 2. Just for a beat, flip that right palm, turn the left thumb down, reach back and around. Reach the right arm up and over. Reverse Warrior. This can also just be hand to leg. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Turn on the ball of the left foot, slide that right leg back, 1-leg plank. As you exhale, knee to nose, lift the hips. Inhale, slide it back, 1-leg plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, slide it back. This is strong and powerful for the core. One more. Exhale. Inhale, lower the right foot. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Bend into both knees, sink your chest towards your thighs, reach the arms forward. Breathe. Straighten the legs, exhale, fold. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Gaze to the top of the mat. Walk or step or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, slow forward fold. Shake your head yes and no. Hold here. Breathe deeply. Bend into both knees. Inhale, slow, reach all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pedal the heels. Do a little bit of balance work before we make our way down. Shifting your weight first to the left foot. We'll open the right knee out to the side. Just moving the leg. Find our tree pose here. Just using the strength of your leg first. And then when you're ready, we'll use that right hand to kind of help that right foot into place, either inside the left thigh, the left calf, or the left ankle, just not inside the knee. Continuing to open your right knee, using the strength of your leg, pressing your right foot into your left leg and your leg back into your foot, feeling that opposing traction, finding your gaze, drishti, to help hold your balance. And when you're ready, we'll release the right foot from the left leg, bring the right knee up in front. We're gonna come from here to warrior three. Most challenging is arms up overhead. You can leave hands at heart center. You're gonna lean forward, kick that right leg back behind you, tuck your chin. Do this from the side. Pull the belly up and in, lengthen out through the right heel, lift up through the right inner thigh. That's going to square your hips towards the floor. When you're ready, rooting down through the left foot, bring that right knee back up in front. Stork pose, soften the shoulders, and then exhale, lower down, pedal the heels, release that left foot. Did a lot of balance work there. And then we'll move to the other side. Open the left knee. So just kind of feeling the strength of the left leg, feeling the hip rotate in the socket, just moving the leg on its own without any help from the arm. And then when you're ready, using your left hand, kind of guide your left foot into place. Remember, not inside the knee. Finding our tree pose. And then when you're ready, releasing your foot from your leg, your left knee comes in front. Arms can reach up for more challenge or stay at heart center. Tip at the hips. Send your left foot back behind you. Press out through your left heel. Tuck your chin. Pull your belly up. And remember, one side is going to be easier than the other. For balance, it's always that way. Our sides are very asymmetrical. Going to come up nice and slow. Your left knee comes slowly up in front. Maybe reaching those arms up overhead for stork pose. And then lower your left foot, pedal the heels. Inhale to reach up. Maybe a back bend, nice long side knee. You can even hunch the shoulders here. And then exhale, slow forward fold. Shake your head yes and no. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step your feet to the back of the mat. Lower to your knees, lower all the way down. Exhale. Lower your forehead to the mat. Bring your hands to clasp behind you. This can also be hands along your sides. When you're ready, we're going to pull the knuckles or the fingertips back towards your heels as you peel the chest up off the mat, lift the forehead. As you exhale, lower down. If you had a hold of your hands, unwind, unclasp, and then reclasp with opposite thumb on top. Peel your chest up. If you want, you can lift legs here too. Gaze is going to be 3 to 5 inches in front of you on the mat to keep the neck in a nice even line with our spine. Exhale, lower down. Do that one more time each side. Peel the chest up, pull the hands back. Maybe lift the legs, maybe not. Shoulder blades move down the spine. Exhale, release. Unclasp and reclasp, or again, hands stay by the sides. If your hands are by your sides, we pull the hands back. You can still lift legs here. And exhale, release. Bend your left knee, reach down and grab your left foot. Now, if you want, you can press yourself up and come to your right elbow. It makes it a little bit easier to grab that left foot. We're gonna go for half bow pose here. So pressing your left foot into your left hand, turn back towards the top of the mat. You can reach the right arm forward. You can lift the right arm, right leg. Exhale, lower down. Come to that left elbow. Turn to the right. Reach down and grab the right ankle or the top of the right foot. Press your ankle into your hand. Turn towards the top of the mat. Maybe left arm and left leg. And exhale, release everything down. We're going to do one more time each side, or you have option to bend both knees, reach down and grab both feet or both ankles, pressing foot or feet into, or ankles into hand or hands. We'll lift up if you're in full bow. We'll do this twice. Otherwise, you're on your left side right now. As you exhale, release everything down. Switch sides if you're on the left side. Keep a hold of both feet if you're doing full bow. And when you're ready, one more here. Inhale, lift. Gaze is at the top of the mat. Exhale, release down. Your hands by your sides. Press up to our knees here. back into that tabletop. Gonna take barrel rolls in cat-cow. The way we do that is dropping the belly down like you're in cow, moving your torso to the left, and then up and around through cat. Torso moves to the right, and then down through cow. So we imagine that our body is on the inside of a barrel, and that we're trying to use the torso to touch each side of the barrel. Move slower than we want to go here, and as we do, we observe how the spine feels and each way the spine can move. When we pause here at the bottom in cow, move your torso to the right, up and around and down. And we'll do one more. Pause. Cross at the ankles and we'll come to seated. Roll over the ankles, come to seated pose. Kind of lift your bottom up and then lower it back down. If you want, you can lean side to side and pull the flesh away to really feel those sit bones rooted down. Lifting up through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right arm comes outside left thigh. Nice long spine here. We keep the length in the spine by remembering with each inhale to lengthen up through the crown of the head, to lengthen the spine, maybe even coming out of the twist a smidge. And then with each exhale, we deepen the twist as long as we can keep that spine long. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist the other direction, nice long spine. Inhale, come out of it a little bit, lengthen the spine. Exhale, retwist. Nice little micro movement here. It's to keep the spine safe. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Widen the knees a little bit here. You can stay where you were with the ankles crossed. If it feels okay, bring the soles of the feet together to stretch the hips. Dandasana, butterfly pose. Sorry, not Dandasana. Dandasana is next. Come to our butterfly stretch here. Lifting up through the chest, maybe leaning forward. And then release. Now bring the knees together and stretch the feet out long for Dandasana. It's a seated forward fold. Slide back up. Bend the knees. Hold on behind the thighs. We're going to roll all the way down. Nice and slow. Pull the knees in one at a time. Shift side to side. Stretch the legs up. Point and flex the feet. With the toes, and then pull the toes back towards your shins. Bend the knees. Lower the feet. Stretch the arms out in a T shape away from the body. Exhale the knees to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Just gently warm up for our twist here. We have lots of options for our final twist. You can leave the feet or the knees stacked, just like this. Or if you want a little bit deeper twist, press into the feet, lift the hips, shift them to the right. So our left hip is down into the mat, right hip is lifted slightly. Stretch your left leg out long. Bring the right foot gently to the top of the left thigh, and then we'll twist right knee to the left. Arms stretch out to the sides. We lift the shoulders here, turn your chest to the sky, and then lower the shoulders back down. Bring your gaze over your right arm. Think about pulling your right hip away from your right ribs. Lengthen through the right side of the body. And to try to keep that right shoulder seated down towards the mat. Breathe into the abdomen. Once you're here, you can even bend your left elbow. Bring it gently to the abdomen, and as you inhale, feel the belly fill with air. And as you exhale, feel it release. Soften your shoulders. That diaphragmatic breathing is what calms our nervous system, so bringing the breath into the belly. And when we do it in a twist, it helps massage the internal organs. Releasing the spine into the twist with the exhale. Start by unwinding by bringing the gaze back up to the ceiling, rolling our hips back through center. shift your hips back to the center of the mat. Now, if you had both knees stacked, we'll just lower both knees to the right, nice and slow. If you had that single knee up, then we'll lift the hips, shift them to the left. Now our left hip is popped up a little bit. Right leg is long. Left foot comes gently to the top of the right thigh. Drop your left knee towards the right. Gaze over your left shoulder. Lift the shoulders. Turn your chest to the sky. Lower the shoulders back down. Breathe deeply into the belly. You can bend your right elbow here and place your right hand on your abdomen. Pulling the spine, release into the twist on the exhale. And keep breathing into this. And turn your gaze back up to the ceiling. Unwind the legs nice and slow. Bring those knees in. We're going to end with a happy baby here. So stretching more of the inner thighs and also the hips. But start by pulling the knees in, maybe rock side to side, massage the low back. Apanasana, this pose is good for the low back in general. This is a nice one to start your day or to end your day. And then we'll turn the soles of the feet up to the sky. Peace fingers can come around big toes, or you can hold your ankles, or you can hold the outside edges of your feet. Widen the knees outside the torso. And then we can kind of let the arms weigh the legs down. Letting the legs relax and release. Arms are holding them in place. And happy baby, you can take any movement you want. If you love those hamstring stretches, you can stretch one leg out at a time, or you can just stay in stillness. You can rock side to side. If you can find yourself in complete stillness, relaxing and releasing everywhere that you can find to relax and to release, you might find that bringing the breath into the abdomen creates a little bit of movement of itself. Release your feet. Pull the knees in. As you exhale, curl up into a ball. Hollow out the belly. Release all the air that you can. And as you inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Arch your back. Up off the mat. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Soft focus straight up at the ceiling. I'm going to lead you through a little bit of relaxation here before we settle into Shavasana. So we want to gaze up at the ceiling. Find a spot to focus and release into the ceiling. We want to move your gaze from the fronts of your eyes to the backs of your eyes. Soften the muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, your lips, your jaw, releasing all the muscles of the face. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through the mouth. And remember, inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Letting the backside of your body release down into the mat. You can continue with this breathing for the next couple of breaths. Remembering with your exhale to soften shoulders all the way down to fingertips, hips all the way down to toes. If they're not already, you can let the eyes fall closed on an exhale. When our exhales are longer than our inhales, it's calming. Just feel the body relax into that exhale. And we'll settle down in here just for a couple of minutes. We're not here very long. Letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. Just following it in and out for the next few minutes, staying present by focusing on the breathing. If your mind has started to wander, give it the freedom to go wherever it wants. And then gently bring it back to the breath. Lengthening your inhales, and smoothing and slowing your exhales. Bringing awareness back into the body, first with your breathing, and then small movements, wiggling fingers and toes. And gently bend both knees. And slowly roll to your right side. Use your top arm when you're ready to very slowly push you up to seated. Rooting down through the sit bones, soft shoulders, long spine. Eyes can be softly focused or closed. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through the mouth. And one more like that. Deep breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Have a great snowy day, everyone.